Bogdanovic signed a 4-year, $68 million extension with the Atlanta Hawks, and he's looking to continue the progress in Atlanta by bringing them to the playoffs. Bally Sports NBA insider Brandon "Scoopy" Robinson here in Atlanta, Georgia, where the Hawks are looking to make a playoff push. Bogdanovic chatted with Bally Sports and discussed his desire to continue shooting, as well as blending in with their new head coach, Quin Snyder. And he also talked about his old team, the Sacramento Kings, who are not rebuilding but are actually running the NBA's Western Conference. He even talked a bit about music. Check it out. Bogdanovic joins us over at Bally Sports National. What's going on, man?
How you doing, man? Thank you for having me.
Of course. Congratulations on the extension.
Thank you.
When you look at this team so far, you have a few games left, but more than 10 games. Where do you feel, you as a high-volume shooter, shooting 40% from downtown, where do you feel that this team can still improve going into the postseason?
Our communication is key, especially on defensive end. We know that we can play way better defense than we play right now. And, I know my teammates and my guys, and we all looking ourselves in the mirror, and we are ready to, take that challenge. We know that we didn't perform the way we want. A lot of things going on, obviously code changes, everything trying to prove on offensive end, but I think we all have a good mentality. We are all competitors. And from now on, communication is a key on both ends.
What did you know about Quin Snyder before he became head coach?
I knew a little bit. I knew he was assistant coach in Europe in CSK back then when I was kind of starting to play in EuroLeague, and then he was a head coach of Utah Jazz for a while. Played against him a lot when I was in SAC, so I know that he has a lot of that European mindset. He knows how to get best of you. He's pushing you through the limits, and I could see that in that Utah team. A lot of guys, a lot of veteran players, a lot of players that he really pushed it over the limit, and they played maybe the best basketball of their lives over there. So I'm excited just to work with him, and it's an amazing opportunity for all of us to learn from him.
It is an amazing opportunity because he came in highly respected. I talked to Mike Conley Jr. the other night, and he said that he still pays attention to Utah, but he pays attention to you guys, and he's happy for Coach Snyder. When you talk about just his experience in EuroLeague and his philosophies, and you having played overseas, I'm curious, how much do you think that your experience playing overseas gives you an upper hand playing in the NBA?
It helps a lot because, in NBA there's so many games, and then especially when you come young in the league, you can lose yourself into it. A lot of games, a lot of stuff going on, a lot of money involved, marketing as well. There's a lot of different sides of businesses, right? It's not just basketball. Compared to Europe, it's more basketball oriented, and it's less games, so it's more pressure on every single game. At the beginning, in EuroLeague, if you lose first 3-4 games, you're out of playoffs. At the beginning, so there's no it's hard to come back. It's only 30-something games in the season, so that's the biggest difference. So you learn to value every single game more, and then there is also more time to prepare the games, right? That's why it's like that, That's the main difference, basically. There's no back-to-backs over there. There's no back-to-back travels overnight, land at 3 a.m. Next day you gotta play the team. You don't know who's going to play in your team. You don't know if you're going to be available, or other team. So there is a lot of differentials between EuroLeague and NBA.
A couple more questions. Bogey, Sacramento, your former team, they're living their best life in the Western Conference. What have you been able, on your downtime in League Pass, been able to witness with the Aaron Fox and some of the other guys? What do you like? What do you appreciate?
First of all, I'm happy for them, honestly, because that's one of the few fan bases in NBA that really have a loyal fans, and playing over there was a unique experience for me. And I was part of that rebuilding team, and being in rebuilding team was really difficult and really hard because they were trying to figure out who will play, who will stay, around who to build, what to do, so it was cool experience the next 2 years, building that team and competing. But yeah, it's a tough process and nothing happens overnight. So they really grinded their way out. So I'm happy for them, and all the best. Nothing else.
Last question. What is on your playlist that's got you shooting such a high clip this season?
On my playlist?
Yeah.
Honestly, John Collins is responsible for that a little bit. I've been listening to his music a little bit. But I'm the guy, I'm a team guy. So whatever the guys play in the locker room, I just bond in and we listen to that. So John is our DJ and we listen to his music, probably his pregame. I don't listen to pregame music like, my music or something. Sometimes they play it in arena for me, my music, my songs from Serbia. But it's more for fun, nothing too serious.
I think the great DJ Khaled would say that's a major key, brother. You're off the hot seat.
Yeah, that's a major key.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, man.